Phil Jackson with more NBA Finals wins than any other coach in NBA history. Coach, Derek Fisher's made so many big three-pointers during his Lakers career, made two big ones tonight, the first one with 4.6 seconds to go in regulation. What was the thought process on that play? Was he the number one option?
Here's what happened. We thought in the huddle that, possibility was they were going to foul. And, we wanted to take the ball out in the backcourt rather than the front court, hopefully to prevent that. We were in the penalty, and so I told Kobe, if you're doubled, throw it ahead, and throw it ahead of the foul. And Fish just took that ball right to the spot he knows he can shoot it from and knocked it down. It was a huge shot.
How shocked were you when they didn't foul at that point at midcourt even?
Well, at that point you don't know when the guy's going to then pull up and shoot it. If a guy's back off from that far, because a kid can always just go into the motion of shooting, and so that's kind of what sets players at bay. But sometimes when you're coming out away from the basket and you're catching the ball, it makes it easier to foul and get that ball back out of bounds.
Derek made another one with 31 seconds to go in overtime, a big dagger shot. Was he the option on that one again, or what was the thought process?
Yeah, that was isolation for Kobe, and he has backing him up. And Fish is usually the guy that's either on that other wing opposite, if they're going to send their other guard, or at the top of the floor, which is where Kobe has a good look at him. And that was perfect shot, perfect planned time pass by Kobe on top of it.
Fisher struggled early in the playoffs. Was there a point, Coach, where you thought about perhaps replacing him or giving him maybe fewer responsibilities to get him out of his slump?
Well, the Houston series was really difficult. He had an extremely young, speedy, quick, lithe guard. And, Brooks was just, really on top of us a lot of times in a situation which Fish had difficulty corralling him. And, we didn't give that much help, and so we had some real jagged moments. And Fish, stood up under all of it, and came back in the Denver series and got himself going a little bit. And here he is in the finals now. And after a first half in which he couldn't buy a shot, now he makes these great shots in the second half.
You talk about the first half. What did you say to your team at halftime in the locker room? Because in the third quarter they came out, especially Trevor Ariza had 13 big points to really turn around the flow of the game. What did you say?
Well, we got hamstringed in that first half. Our bigs were all in foul trouble. They were going the foul line, 10, 12 foul shots the first quarter. You really have to struggle to play basketball underneath that kind of a situation. You have to regenerate energy all the time. And, Lamar and Drew ended up with 3 fouls in the first half, and we just had to, kind of hold the guard in the first half, and hopefully we get out of it and then restart our game. And, I was hoping we'd get under 10 points. Here we were 12 down. But, coming out the third quarter, there's a real emphasis about coming out with the right energy, getting the right thing going, and having, get the momentum back in our end of the court. We really did that in the third quarter.
Coach, you're on the cusp of history, recording perhaps potentially your 10th NBA title, surpassing Red Auerbach. What do you say to your team for the big closeout game on Sunday?
I didn't say anything, and I let Fisher talk about it because he's the hero tonight, and he's the co-captain. He said, there was a time in 2000 we were up 3-1 on Indiana. We thought, boy, we're going to win this thing in Indiana, and we're going to celebrate it here. And we got beat by 25, 30 points, and you had to go back to L.A. to win it. And you have to realize Orlando's not going to quit. They're too good a team. We're going to have to play, and we're going to have to really play hard to win it. So we can't let our guard down. And that was the message that had to be delivered, and he delivered it.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for joining us. Congratulations.